Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Great decision to bounce this outside, Brock. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's second down. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. He dodged the tackle. And he has this down to the 34. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be first down Denver.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Well, we're already seeing his leg's going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Out of the gun, it's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30.
A gain of 14 yards.
On third down, here's Nix. That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Looking for an open man. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up a third down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He gets it again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Another carry for him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and that is T. Higgins, who's shaken up and receiving some assistance. They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Christian Harris on the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. A 49-yarder in front of him here. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. It's Nix out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Next, cookout line complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a pickup with 6.
Throwing again, here's Nix. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, Burrow to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Going play action here. Burrow. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Bengals, 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one an answer for that defensive pressure.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
And a Bengal 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Sending him on the dive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. So the pass on that long 52-yard field goal attempt, they're going for it.
4th down and less than a yard.
Trying for it with Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal since
try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Anticipating the pass. Defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. It's Burrow. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. This one misses the tight end. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
McPherson on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Into traffic, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A 1-yard pickup.
Throw here, 3rd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Gets this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Fires right away, but incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Burrow from the gun. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Rico on for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fair catch made here at the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. In motion right is Mims. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Harvey once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punted away. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one's kicked up towards the clouds. Wow! Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Bengals returning their offense, and this running back to the field. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. on first down. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First down from the 42.
That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Burrow back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Looking to throw. Heave toward the end zone. And a man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on the Browns. And it's Quinshawn Judkins. He's got the rock, he's got some room, he's got speed. 39 yards for the touchdown. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And it's Romeo Doubs. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Packers are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins taking on the Raiders. And this is the running back for the visitors. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Raiders even up their record at 1-1 as they get the...
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. On first down, here's Burrow. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Burrow on first down. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bengals have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Taken in by Chase, left side. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll throw, 3rd and long. Ball is out, Burrow lost it. And the Broncos corral it. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Broncos. They're going to take over on the fumble.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now here he goes on the boot. Will finds his back, Harvey. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
To Troy Franklin.
On now comes their punter.
Jeremy Crawshaw.
They could really use a good one here.
For the Broncos.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. On 1st down, they'll run. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and that is T. Higgins, who's shaken up and receiving some assistance. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Drake Greenlaw picks it off. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun hands off to Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing the out route complete. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They'll bring out the punter here. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. 1st down, Burrow to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Connecting on the slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd and short, it's Burrow. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Again, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll air it out on 3rd. Austin makes the grab downfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
22 yards. And the Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is ahead for about 5. Coming up to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
Down at the 26.
Burrow to the air now. Dumped off to his running back. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needed. He's brought down well short, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the draw, they give to Harvey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
A motion at tight end left. Harvey gets it on the counter. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's low and bounces short of his man. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Knicks now to throw. Now set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Giving this to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Along the sideline inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, They got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone in the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Nix holds on to it. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Nix looking to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be fourth and about a yard to go.
A gain of 4 yards. It's fourth and goal.
Going for it with Harvey. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They'll run here on first down. Breaking through the 15 into the second level. And he's able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And second and 10 now. It's Burrow. Finds Chase on the slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Chase. That's a gain of 7.
From the gun on third down. It's Burrow. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They took their shot on fourth and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. On first down, it's Nix. As the open man downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
34-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First and 10.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they're only fighting 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be third and long.
And 9 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Throws caught. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week.
This play going under review by the officials.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting a football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe. And the folks there saw enough to change that call. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8.
Broncos 14. Bengals
The kicking
6.
unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they've got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. On first down, here's Burrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
He was covered by Drew Sanders.
Throwing is Burrow. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Tutu Atwell. A gain of 1. Brings up third down and 9.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Bengals trail by 8. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. He'll throw it. It's caught. Chase has it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
It's a gain of 11.
Back to throw. Right back to Chase. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
10 more yards. That's another Bengals.
They look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Second and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up third
Gonna throw it.
and 3.
That's caught for the first. Shoves one away. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That's another.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
30. And the Bengals
Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Defenses have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
6 yards. It's second down.
Setting up to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third.
Here he is to throw. From Willie. No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
The tackle by Zach Allen. And it's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home, and boy, did they ever in a big moment.
So here comes the Bronco offense. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, keep in mind. You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Designed run, here's Nix. So it's a win for the Broncos. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because